lovelies, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Camilla and I make videos all about content creation, social media, entrepreneurship, and more. Let's just jump right into the video. These are 6 tips to help elevate your UGC content so your brands can stay happy, you can get recurring business, and overall you just improve your quality of content. This is especially important if you're just starting out with content creation and just need some tips and guidance to put your best quality work out there. Okay, so tip number 1 is something that every single creator talks about, and that's having good lighting. I know lighting is sometimes something that none of us can control. Maybe it's the house or the condo that we live in that just doesn't have good lighting, and that's when I would resort to, investing or buying some of those lighting tools. Otherwise, if you're fortunate enough to live in a place that does have great lighting, that is going to be your best friend. There are many different ways that you can improve your lighting, including investing in a ring light or a softbox, and these lighting tools aren't really expensive on Amazon. You could get a ring light for like $25, and soft boxes kind of range between $50 and $100, and they are a little larger than a ring light. So maybe you want to start with the ring light, and then as time goes on, you can consider getting something more like a softbox light. Fortunately, my condo does have very big windows. I'm sitting in front of one right now, and it's already like 6 p.m. The sun is setting, it's like overcast, and I still get really great projection of light. Of course, if I'm filming content maybe at nighttime, then I would use those other lighting tools, but if you do have natural lighting, that is best. It makes your videos look the most natural as well. Maybe from like 10, 11 a.m. to 1 or 2 p.m. So that window bracket has like the best lighting possible. Also, filming outside is really great, especially just in any B-roll content that you may want to take. Consider taking some clips outside because you will get such good lighting. The second way to elevate your UGC content is to improve your audio. Now, this is more important if you're living in a place that has a bit of noise. Maybe your house is noisy, maybe you have animals, maybe there's a lot of white noise where you live just from like the vents or fans. Who knows? Personally, my condo has a lot of white noise, especially in the room that I am in right now, from like, I think it's like the central air or something. But if I am going to do a voiceover, I will use this little microphone, and I've noticed that it really helps to take away all of that white noise for me, and my videos just come out better, and I'm a lot more confident also to send these to brands. Before I started using a microphone, honestly, I would do voiceovers and I could hear a very small buzz in the back of my audios, and that is just a clear sign that you're not using a microphone. So a really nice and easy tip to fix that is just to get a microphone, and once again, they're not too expensive on Amazon. The one that I'm using right now, I did spend a little bit more on, but I'm doing content creation full-time, so I wanted to get something that was maybe a little more high quality. Keep in mind, I didn't spend hundreds of dollars on this, but it was more expensive than your $20 to $30 microphone that you see on Amazon. This one was about $70, I believe. I have linked it down below in the description of this video if you do want to check it out or view some of the comparables of this microphone on Amazon. Tip number 3 to elevate your content as a UGC creator is to spend more time editing. So especially in the beginning, if you're just getting into content creation, editing is going to seem like one of those very daunting tasks that take a long time. But as time goes on, you're going to find that editing just becomes so much more easy, especially if you're using the same platform. You start with CapCut and you're still using CapCut in, 6 months to a year's time, you're going to be so good at knowing your way around CapCut. I do personally want to test out some other editing softwares like Adobe, which they say is like the industry standard, but honestly, I think most creators are just on CapCut. Personally, I also don't even have the pro version, so I'm using the free CapCut, and I'm just waiting still to get the premium one. Although I don't think it's too much. It may be like $10 a month, but at the end of the day, there's only so many subscriptions that you want to start buying. I digress. I will be getting CapCut Premium very soon because there's just so many other features that you can get with it. But the key takeaway here is Take your time editing in the beginning. It's going to elevate your content so much. And these are skills that you're going to use for the rest of your UGC journey. So you may as well learn everything in the beginning. And honestly, I enjoy editing videos as well. So it's kind of a win-win. I'm learning and improving on my editing skills. And then the brand also gets a really nice edited copy. Of course, this doesn't apply if you're only sending the brand raw footage, but if you are editing anything for a brand, then take your time to do it. It will really make your content shine. Okay, so tip number 4 is to research your hooks before making your video. This one is so important. It should have been probably one of the first things that I said after lighting, but a hook is the first 3 seconds of your video. It's going to determine what your thumb stop rate is for your video. So how many viewers are actually stopping at your video instead of scrolling past it. Your hook is the element of the video that makes a viewer stop scrolling, basically. And brands know the importance of hooks, so often they may ask you for 1, 2, or 3 different variations of hooks. Most creators charge extra for additional hooks, by the way. But if the brand is not giving you any guidance on what to use as a hook, I highly recommend sitting down and trying to think of probably the best kind of hook that is going to resonate with the product and the target audience or demographic that the brand is going for. I always go online to get inspiration for hooks. I'm always Googling good hooks for my videos before I actually start, just to get inspiration. My favorite place to get inspo for hooks is actually on TikTok. Instagram is okay, but honestly, TikTok is kind of my go-to for that thing. And once I find a good hook that maybe another creator has put out there as like an example, I will take that and then form it in some kind of way into my video. Don't waste your time searching hooks on like ChatGPT or I don't know, other AI tools. I just find that they don't really offer any good ones. But if you type into Google or TikTok something like best hooks for X niche or viral hooks that convert, I don't know, go on Google or TikTok and you're gonna get a ton of inspiration. Okay, you guys, tip number 5 is to take extra B-roll. A really annoying thing that happens very often is sitting down, you're ready to edit your video, you're looking and compiling all the clips together, and you realize that you just don't have enough footage or you forgot to film something. Take extra B-roll, take footage from different angles, take different like lifestyle shots of you personally using the product or displaying it somewhere in your home. So if say you need extra footage to maybe meet a 30 or 60-second video mark, or you forgot to film, I don't know, something, you can use that B-roll to substitute any of those missing pieces in your video, and it's just gonna look like your video is a lot more complete. The last tip to elevate your content is dress to impress. This one obviously can be a little controversial because a lot of creators and brands prefer to be all natural in their videos because it looks very organic, and I totally agree with that. But it is a case-by-case scenario. Some brands do want you to look a certain way, whether it's your makeup or your outfit. So just keep that in mind with whatever UGC project you're working with. It's always good to kind of have somewhat of an understanding of what you're gonna look like in the video. I actually have an example of one brand who made me redo an entire video because I was wearing a gray shirt and they wanted me to wear something more vibrant in the video. Take in mind, they did pay me for the first video, but then they asked me to reshoot it. So I wasn't really upset at all because they paid me, which a lot of brands won't do, by the way. I also took that video in my room that I'm in right now. I have a lot of neutral and muted colors in here. So to be wearing the gray shirt, I just didn't really stand out too much, and they requested that I recreate the video with a more vibrant colored shirt. I will also just put out there, I don't know if it's just me, whenever I see somebody on social media wearing like maybe a very vibrant shirt, like a hot pink shirt or a very like bright blue shirt, sometimes it will catch my attention compared to a gray shirt. Once again, sometimes aesthetics do come into play with thumb stop rate and just showing up kind of as your best self on camera. And like, once again, I know like having no makeup on and looking completely natural and comfortable has that very organic look to it, and some like those videos can perform well, but I just also think there's a time and place where you want to look your best, dress to impress, because you're showing up for the internet and you're representing a brand. You want to kind of look good at the same time, especially if you're putting these videos on your portfolio. A lot of brands are going to see like, wow, she looks very well put together. I like how she did XYZ with her outfit or her makeup or hair or whatever. Overall, it's just going to attract more eyes to you because you look good. Okay, you guys, those are my 6 tips to elevate your UGC content so you can keep your brands happy and put your best work out there. Not to mention, get more chances to land recurring deals with brands. There is a very high chance they're going to come back to you for a second, third, or fourth video, or even a retainer basis type of deal. Let me know if these tips helped you guys at all. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you guys. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. It would mean so much if you could like and subscribe to the channel to support what I do on here. With that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, I love you. Bye.